What is going on, everybody? DJ Mines here, and in today's video we are at the mine. I'm gonna show you where we're at. This is like right out here is my land and everything, but day one, I'm gonna call this day one. We have had such a bad start so far. So if you don't know, I'm in the military. I'm in the army somewhere in New York, and I only get off on the weekends really, and my time is very limited, and it's just been raining and raining. We've had this land for over a week now, and it's just non-stop rain, and every time that it doesn't rain, which is like 6 hours at a time, there's some kind of disaster. So let me tell you what happened. So I was on Facebook Marketplace and I was looking for people in my local area that cut lawn. It should be very easy. It's 3 acres. Again, I'll show you that in just a minute. And I find these guys, I didn't know how old they were because there wasn't like a picture of them. They're a little business, they're a startup. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like, hell yeah, I'll support that. I come out here, they tell me 40 bucks an acre, and they were young, man. I'm thinking anywhere from 17 to 19. Like these were young dudes. The kid told me like he just started his business like 6 months ago. They're up and coming, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I support that. You know what? You want 120 bucks, man? I'll give you 200 bucks just because I know what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Obviously, that's what we're doing right now. I love that. And that's what we need to see more of in the youth is these kids going out hustling, cutting lawns. Well, not cutting lawns necessarily, but you get what I'm saying. Like you'll do whatever it takes. You'll start your own business and you'll do what it takes. But anyway, so I overpay them by 80 bucks. They were like, whoa, really? I was like, yeah, man, I support you. And the grass is really long here. Again, I'll show you, really high. So normally I wouldn't pay that much. But so they start going. I let them, I don't want to hawk over them, right? I don't want to just sit there for like 2-3 hours and just watch them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to Best Buy, return this thing. When I come back, everything was good. Everything was good. They were going. The one dude's weed whacking. I don't know why you're weed whacking 3 acres, but they're weed whacking. The other dude's got his little rider mower. Everything's good. I said, all right, guys, I'm just going to go do something else. Again, not trying to watch them. And he sends me a message like an hour later. And he said like the thing caught on fire, but everything's good. But I didn't really, I don't know. I was doing something. And so it didn't really click in that he meant actual fire. I thought it was like when your lawnmower runs out of oil and you'll see a little smoke or something. Oh no, my friends. Oh no. His entire lawnmower, which I should be showing you a picture if I haven't already shown you, caught on fire, up in flames on my property that at the time I owned for like a day or two. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Like this, oh my God, I could almost have somebody die, like quite literally almost die on my property. And I've owned it for like 48 hours or less. So now it's really awkward because this kid just lost his lawnmower, but he didn't finish the job. So I'm really happy he didn't die. And that's what's most important. And I did overpay him, but he assured me, he said, it's all good. That was my junk mower. Everything is okay. I got another one coming. My newer one, we'll use that. We'll cut it. It was supposed to be the next day, which was like, now it's Friday, about to be the other weekend. He was supposed to cut it like days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago. Didn't message me. I give him another 24 hours. I say, hey man, how's the lawn going? Oh, we're waiting for it to dry. Okay. Where I live at, it's not here obviously. It's dry as hell. Okay, that's kind of weird. So I wait another day and he doesn't message me. He's not hitting me up and updating me, which I think is really bad to do if you're running a business. And then he says, oh, I'm working this other project. And now he sends me a picture of him plumbing or like tiling or something. I don't even know what it was. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But like, what's going on with my land? Because I paid you, and I didn't just pay you, I almost paid you double what you wanted on good faith. Now again, I feel horrible that the kid lost his lawnmower, but he assured me that it was okay because he had another one. This was his junker. And now I'm finding out all these excuses and like why he can't do it. And he, one of his employees quit, and that's great. I get it, man, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I paid you to do a job. So I'm really torn, and feel free to comment in the section below, the comment section below, what you would do in this situation. But it's like, I don't know where he lives. I don't know who this person actually is. I just know him on Facebook. So I've had people at work say, oh man, you better get that money. But the thing is, if I talk to him like that, he's just going to block me, right? And then I'm totally out of the money. It's not really the money necessarily. It's that I paid you for an honest day's of work and now you don't want to do it. And now if he did have another lawnmower, I'd be really understanding, but you've already said you have a brand new one that you can use, and now you're taking on other jobs. And so he told me he'll do it Saturday, which is tomorrow. And I got a feeling this kid's not going to reply because I asked him like 2 days ago, like, dude, you just want to refund me then? Like, well, I'll tell you what, keep 100. You wanted 120 for all of it anyways, and you didn't do much. I'll show you right now. All right, so this is where the road starts, and my land goes all the way back there, like where those tall bushes are. And you probably can't see it. There's like a pole over here somewhere. You can't really see it, but about 3 acres. And yeah, he said he did about 1 acre, and I'm like, did you though? because this is very long still. This, you could tell they cut it, they attempted it, but it's like, what in the hell? What did you actually do? You really didn't cut anything. And this is where it divides. There's actually 4 lots here. And I don't really know what he cut. I'm looking around and I'm like, is this it? Because all this isn't cut at all. It looks like he just went in a big circle out here. And I'm sorry if the wind is messing up the mic. He went out here. Like, I don't even understand what he did. I mean, I overpaid this kid to do what? Like, what did you do? I don't get it. The pad, oh my God, it's so wet out here. It's so muddy too. And then he went down there and did something. Like, I don't understand what he was doing. He was trying to do an outline, but didn't really outline anything. I don't really know what these kids were thinking. But yeah, it's super wet out here, so not too sure what's going on. But I'll tell you, when you're buying land, this is my first time buying land, it's really nice to see where the wet spots are. And I could obviously see, even though it's drier, here, this section is probably not where I want to build, because this is where it's going to flood the most, or that just could be maybe because the grass is shorter here that I can actually see it. By the way, I don't know why, but I wore white shoes today. Yeah, it really looks like the kid did nothing. Like, absolutely no. What did they cut? This? I could do this with a lawnmower. I don't understand, so I'm so confused. I'm not seeing where the fire was. From the picture that I saw, it looked like it was right over here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the fire was. It's really awkward. It's really, I don't get it. But it's definitely legit. Like, the fire department came and stuff. I wasn't here for that. And again, thank God the kids are good, but I don't know. Very strange. But let me tell you, that's not the only problem that I'm having. So you can see my neighbor over there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. There's like a mailbox right there. And I saw my neighbor had a mailbox. And so from my understanding, again, first time buying land, I thought that you buy the land, right? You apply for a physical address. This is what I found on YouTube anyways. And then once you get the physical address, you're good. You'll apply for a permit. I'll build, the shed out here somewhere, and then we're good to go. Well, it turns out not in New York State. And this does make sense. I just didn't know it. So apparently I need to measure out from the road to wherever I want to build, somewhere maybe here, right? And then I have to build like this big driveway, or like get some rocks or some shit. And I have to measure out the exact feet, which is fine. And the reason that is so that way there's something bad happens to the people that live here or me or whatever, the cops can have access to us. So that makes a lot of sense. But I just didn't know that you had to do that. So that's really unfortunate that I didn't know that, but that's my fault for, I guess, not researching enough. So I actually have a tape measure, but I'll measure out. I don't know where to put it. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. I'm thinking like right here, but it's hard to tell how much water is there. I really need it cut first, but I'm thinking like I'll put it here and then I'll measure to the road. Then I have to pay someone probably a few thousand, and let me know if you know a cheaper solution. Then they're gonna get like a little driveway. So let me back it up. I have to tell the city how far that this line is to the road, and then I apply for a permit to build it, which of course they get their money from. And then I get to pay them and pay the road. And then you get the permit request to build your crypto mining garage, right? I had to get them dimensions and stuff, so they'll get some money off that. And then I'll have to get the building out here somewhere. And then I guess we could start getting electric. And so you can see what I'm saying. It's so much work. I'm not complaining. I'm glad. It's a good thing. But you're gonna see it from the ground up, man. What it's like to quite literally build a crypto mining farm from the grass up. And I do mean the grass up. We have absolutely nothing out here but weeds and probably little bugs and shit. All right, so we are exactly at 100 feet right now. This is as far as this thing went. I am surprised. I thought 100 feet was way longer. So if you can see all the way to the road, my Kevlar there is holding that. That's all I had in my car to keep this thing still. So we're at 100 feet exactly. And is this a good spot? My neighbor's stuff's about right there as well. So I think they did about 100 feet. And I want to have everybody on the same row. I'd love to push it back more, but God, I didn't even know I had to pay for gravel and shit. I was honestly just gonna drive through the grass. Maybe that was stupid of me. So I'm thinking 100 feet is pretty good. What do you guys think? All my other neighbors are about 100 feet in as well. So let me know in the comment section below. Is this a good location? It doesn't have to be this exact location, probably because of water, but maybe like over here. But I think we understand what I'm saying, right? Like 100 feet, because it's a lot drier over here. I'm thinking maybe that's just like the wet spots. I don't know. My property ends right over there. And this is something that you can expect, because I never saw something like this on YouTube. You always see stuff that's already made, buildings that are already structured, but I've never, or like little baby sheds, but I've never seen anybody show you land from beginning to end, what it really takes, what it's really like. And I hope that this video one day helps somebody. All right, so I just got off the phone with the dispatch dispatch to give me a physical address after giving them the measurements, and apparently I messed up. So they don't need the measurement from the center of where I plan on building to the road. They need from the center of my property to the nearest 911 address. 911 address would be my neighbor. So we're going to go backwards. I'm going to measure from the center of my property and then I guess walk like 500 feet or whatever it might be. I'm going to estimate 525 feet to my nearest neighbor's property on the edge, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, 374. 374. All right, so it ended up being 374 feet. I am so glad I did not guess and try to BS, because that would have been so far off. Oh my God, 374 feet. I am terrible at guessing. Never guess, guys. So yeah, now the next step is to call up the city and let them know, and then we should be good to get a permit to build a driveway. And then I'm thinking gravel, man. I don't know. My neighbor, looks like they did such a shitty job. Looks like they went to Home Depot and just threw a bunch of bags of like gravel, and that's it, just to get a physical address. Like, it looks like shit, but I don't care how it looks. As long as it works and it gets me a damn permit so I could build the building, that's what really matters. So after I make this video, I'm going to go ahead and call up the city. I'm going to let them know the dimensions. Once I give them the dimensions, hopefully they'll give me a permit, or they'll allow me to apply for the permit. I'm not really sure. And then I have to actually build it once I get approval. It's crazy how you can own something and need approval to build. Like, I've always thought that was kind of crazy. Like, I get it for a house and stuff, but like, they said anything. Like, if I want to build a baby garage, if I want to, I don't know, build a fence, I'm guessing I need a permit for a damn fence. Like, I don't know. It seems a little crazy that you can own something, but not really own it, because they tell you what you can and can't do with what you own, but you own it. You know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of a strange thing. I know in certain cities and certain towns and certain states, it doesn't matter. Like, you own it, you do what the hell you want to do, which I feel like that's how it should be. But then again, I guess people just build whatever they want, so it makes it look nicer, at least. Today I should be getting 8 graphics cards in. That's going to be 8 A4000s. It's kind of hard to say. RTX A4000. I should be getting 8 of those. So excited. They're basically a non-LHR 3070. This should be around 120, 130 watts. And yeah, so like 60 to 65 mega hash per card. Like, that's freaking badass. The only problem I've seen is possibly the cooling, but I've heard mixed things. There's not a lot of information on YouTube about the Alpha 4000. I've seen a couple videos now with Alpha 2000, but almost none on Alpha 4000. There are some that aren't in English, or there's people that don't talk. Maybe just 1 or 2 or 3 videos. That's it. I'm really shocked, because I thought everybody would want them. So I'll see if I like them. I have the opportunity to buy a lot more of them. Yeah, I'll let you know. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to test it, and I'll find out. Tonight I have a military ball, so I won't be able to actually do too much testing, but I'll be able to do a little something. At the making of this video, October 22nd, I do believe, we are almost at 100 subscribers. Join me for this journey. Watch me build this bad boy from literally the grass up. Crypto mining farm. One day, 240 volt. We're gonna have everything running, up, going. Hopefully have hundreds of graphics cards. That's gonna take a while from what I've seen with all this permitting and stuff, but it's gonna be a fun journey. Stay with me. Let's do it together. I'll catch you guys on the next video. DJ Minds signing out.